If you needed any more proof that the Nurburgring operates on a whole different level than any other racetrack, well, allow me to introduce you to this guy. Yeah, that is Franz Herrmann. If you're unfamiliar with who he is, well, he's the alter ego to four-time Formula One world champion Max Verstappen.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Max famously used this alias a few months back when he was testing a GT3 car around the ring, which made headlines because, well, let's face it, whether you love him or hate him, Max Verstappen is widely considered to be the best race car driver on the planet right now. He's got 4 World Drivers' Championships, he's managing to take a Red Bull car that is, well, hot garbage and win races like this past week at Monza, so when he decides he wants to go racing outside of Formula One, it makes headlines. And that's exactly what Max is trying to do. Ever since he tested that Ferrari at the ring a few months back, people have been speculating as to when he will actually take part in a race at the Nurburgring. And well, the answer to that is this weekend. Formula One has an off date this weekend, and it just so happens that the VLN series is racing at the ring this weekend as well. And when you combine that with the fact that Max has finally got approval from his Formula One racing team, it looks like Franz is going to be hitting the ring, but not exactly in the way you might think. See, this is where the story gets pretty dang interesting. Apparently, 4 Formula One World Championships and being considered to be the best race car driver on the planet is just not good enough to just show up at a Nürburgring race and take part. See, the Nürburgring, well, it plays absolutely no favorites. Just ask Valentino Rossi and the whole licensing saga he had to go through. Even though he was a MotoGP world champion, didn't cut the mustard, and it's not going to cut the mustard for Max unless he follows the appropriate steps, gets the proper permits and licenses to actually take part in any VLN race at the ring. Now at this point, y'all might be thinking that this is a bit absurd. He's a Formula One driver. He's driven laps around the ring in a GT3 car. He's set very fast laps in a GT3 car around the ring. However, this is the Nürburgring and it is a completely different animal to any other racetrack on the planet. So they take their licensing and permitting very seriously. And even if your name is Max Verstappen, Franz Herrmann, whatever, the Nürburgring just does not care. So this Friday, Max will find himself in a classroom learning everything there is to know about racing at the Nürburgring. But even then, he still cannot go out and hop in a GT3 car and race around the ring. So in order to get that Class A permit that allows him to race a GT3 car around the ring, Max will actually have to have 2 different race results in a VLN race of a lower specification of car. In this case, he will be racing a GT4 class Porsche Cayman. However, there is a loophole in the system. Max, being a platinum driver, is allowed to enter 2 different cars in one race. So in theory, after the race on Saturday, Max could meet all of the drive time requirements necessary and be in a Ferrari GT3 car for the race on Sunday.